Sales is simple, but it isn't easy. That's why I developed the 135 approach to sales. There's only one question that needs to be answered. There are 3 phases to a sales call, and there are 5 distinct principles that we need to use in order to close a value-added sale. A value-added sale is one where we don't compromise on price, where we can overcome or eliminate the price objection. So let's get started looking at the 135. The 1 is the one question that we have to be able to answer in order to make the sale. There's only one question. Now, we'll use a lot of questions to get there, but the one question that we need to answer is this. Why is it in this buyer's best interest they buy from me right now? Now, there's some key words in here. The first one is this buyer. I know how I closed the last sale. I know why these people bought from me last time, but the buyer's industry is changing, their market is changing, their company is changing, they're changing. So I need to make sure I'm homing in on this buyer, who they are right now, and their particular needs, and then why should they buy from me instead of the competition? First of all, do I know the competitors that I'll be going up against? Do I know our distinct advantage? Have I done a feature-benefit analysis so that I understand my differentiation over and above what the competitor might have? And then how can I get them to move right now? They may want to say, I'll think about it, I'll work on it later, I'll let you know. We want to make sure that we're selling to the right buyer, this buyer, so they'll buy from me right now. Can AI help us with this? Well, of course it can. We go to our AI source and we ask a question like, this would be one of many we would ask, what are the top 3 issues facing my buyer's industry right now? And that will start giving us clues about what's most important to them and why they might do business with us right now. The 3 are the 3 phases of a sales call. Phase number 1 is pre-call planning, which happens to be the first activity seasoned salespeople, for whatever reason, abandon. We start winging it. You know, I've been selling these things for so long, I can probably sell them in my sleep. Well, if you're doing that, your buyer's probably sleeping through your sales call. Every call is different. Buyers change, products change, situations change, industries change. So we can't do rote sales calls and think we're going to continue to succeed. So how does AI help us? We go to AI and we ask the question, what is a client all about? I want a client profile. I would like you to give me the questions that I should ask this particular buyer on this call, and then I'm going to ask you to rewrite some of those questions as elicitation statements. We're moving ahead now with AI for sales. There's a whole section on elicitation sales, so go there and learn that. The next phase is call execution. This is when we actually make the sales call. There are 3 phases to that, or 3 stages to that. The one we plan, the one we execute, and the one we wish we had done when the call is over. I've made over 5,200 presentations worldwide. After each one of them, I've thought about how I could improve it, how I could have done something differently. Well, we're that way with sales. Unless we're doing that, we're not meeting all of the capabilities that we have within us to sell. So let's start looking at how we can improve our call execution. You may not like this one, but the key is role play. I have salespeople tell me, well, I'm pretty good at role play, but I'm really good in front of the customer. You're no better in front of the buyer than you are in role play. Well, now AI will role play with us. Use voice activation, give it the right commands, the right instruction, and it will role play with you and help you improve your sales call. It'll help you improve the conversation, of course, but it will also help you find those filler words like and that we're doing, and we just are unaware of it. And if you're doing a role play with a human, video it. You will be surprised, first of all, at how good you are, but you'll also see some things that you want to change. Then there's post-call critique. Post-call critique is the key to growth. There's no way we're going to grow if we aren't actively involved in post-call critique. We sit down and go through it over and over again. That's why you want the video. That's why you want other tools to make the next call better than the last one, but not as good as the next one. Then we look at the 5 principles behind a successful value-added sale. They're represented by the letters in the word plush, and there's a chapter on this. There's plenty of training on this, and I'll show it to you in just a moment on this channel. We use a formal sales process. So how do you have AI help you with basic sales? Well, number one, you can take the course on this channel called Value-Added Selling. It's an older course, but the principles still remain. Nothing has changed, except that now AI will help us do that. So learn the value-added principles from that course, and then look at the videos on AI for Sales Basic. Now, these are the basic AI for Sales principles in action. You'll need this to then go to elicit sales. Elicitation statements are taking over some of the questions that we've been asking for years and years. We want to make sure that we're doing as well as we can using all the advanced capabilities of AI. And then finally, the end of this is a cycle. I want to get continuously better, continuous quality improvement. I want to be continuously better in everything that you see on the screen right now. By focusing on CQI, making the next call better than the last one, we're only going to increase our productivity, our success, and our enjoyment of being in sales. As you learn all these things, remember, teach others.